things can last, though the moment has passed, and I'm home now, warm, safe and dry. God holds us all in his hands, I know, though sometimes it's so hard to see.
In 1986, an idea was born, and by 1988, the idea became a reality. A unique home in the inner city of Cleveland for the dying poor, 6 months or less to live, and without cost. The 10 rooms filled up, and it created a waiting list. In 2002, additional rooms and caregivers were added. By 2006, over 1,100 residents were served with love and dignity when they could live no longer. People have asked me how this all came about, and I can tell you that it was the old-fashioned way, through the countless volunteer hours, and no job was too big or too small for them. They designed a program after renovating 4 gifted row houses. They cleaned, they cooked, they took care of the grounds, they did everything possible. And then, of course, through the generosity of the Cleveland community, which provided us with caregivers and also to pay for our utilities. So it was a wonderful act of love from the very beginning.
The value of a society and the goodness of a society can be measured by how it takes care of its weakest members, the ones that are most in need, the most powerless.
To qualify to be a resident of Malachi House, you have to have a terminal illness with 6 months or less to live. You have to be affiliated with a hospice program, and you have to have no willing or available caregiver or the funds to be able to afford to get that care.
Without Malachi House, these individuals most probably would end up alone on the streets or in their homes by themselves, facing the most important time in their life, and that is when they have to give up their life.
It's a wonderful place. You have 24-hour attention and everything. You know, my family and friends could not possibly be able to attend to me like they do here.
Malachi House is not a place to come to die. It's a place to come to live until you can't live anymore.
Malachi House is unique in the standpoint that we don't charge for our services. We allow folks to come and live with us for no fee whatsoever. But I think the other piece of it is that the love that they receive, that we all become part of a family. And in that family, it's just a wonderful, caring feeling, which I don't think you get in any other sort of setting.
It's good to be around people all the time. You're never alone, you're never lonely. You get somebody to talk to, watch TV with, play games or whatever. A little conversation, you know, it's just great.
Malachi House receives its funding from the generous Cleveland community from day one, from individuals, from corporations, and from foundations.
We receive no federal money, be it state, local, or on the federal level, in terms of assisting us in our financial needs. We rely on private contributions of the individual, foundations, estates, and trusts to assist us in our financial needs.
Aside from the fundraising, which is ongoing and constant, another need is always volunteers. They're the heart of this program, and they do everything imaginable, from big jobs to small jobs.
You really have to be caring, loving, and understanding unconditionally, because there's a lot of things that we do here that the average person really doesn't have the heart for.
When people care, it makes a big difference.
When you walk into this home and you hear people laughing at the dining room table and also feeling the peace that comes from within, you realize that this isn't just a home. There is something special.
It's not uncommon to hear the stories of residents who come to Malachi House who were not doing well in the community, who come into us and start getting regular meals and getting their medications at regular time, and also because of the great amount of love that they receive, just flourish. They get better for a time and really enjoy being with us. And I think that's due to mostly to the love that comes through our home.
While the dedicated work of Malachi House continues, we're encouraged by the wisdom of St. Francis of Assisi, who has told us, "You take with you only what you have given. a full heart enriched by honesty, love, sacrifice, and courage.